Acknowledging our season for nonviolence, and every week we have someone to share a principle from the teachings of Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi, because we are going through that period of time in which we embody those teachings. And today's reading is going to be by our one and only Randy Sizemore.
Good morning.
Yes.
All right, so first I'm going to read the message that Deborah gave me. Today I am aware of how my actions affect others. Mother Teresa said, "Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. Our thoughts, our words, and our actions create activity, but what are we creating? Today, Blessed Spirit, let me be aware of the power of my words. Let my words, as well as my actions, be only positive, enriching, and uplifting for all those who cross my path today. Today, I offer myself to be in service to you by aligning my actions with your will for the highest good of all." Jesus taught us to love your neighbor as yourself is one of the greatest commandments. Let me express my true nature as a child of God by allowing divine love to shine forth within me, blessing all those whose lives I touch today. So over the last couple of weeks as I was reading that, and Deborah would say, here's a talk about words, keep it short. So she didn't say that this time, but I'm still gonna do that. So as I was thinking about words over the last couple of weeks and how I've used words in my life in interactions with other human beings like yourself, I boiled it down to 4 quick points here. One is say what you mean and mean what you say. I've always tried to live by that. I fail, just like we all fail sometimes with all of these, but I try to do that. I try to be clear. My saying what I mean comes out as passionate for those of you who know me. And sometimes that passion, people might interpret it as anger. I'm not angry at all. I'm just passionate about what I'm talking about, right? So that's number one. Number 2 for me is I love to do bullet points. That's how I like to get my points across, right? I think the more you talk and talk, or write and write in an email or a text, your point or what you're trying to say to someone gets lost. They're not even really sure what you're saying to them because you're saying so much. So I try to clear it up with just some simple bullet points. And then the other thing I tried to do, and this one I'm not always good at either, but is try to use positive words instead of negative words when I'm talking to someone. It's easy, and I try not to do this, it's easy to say to somebody, "You can't do that." Well, what good is that saying that to somebody, right? It's just shutting them down. You're not helping at all. So I try to flip that around. Instead of saying you can't do it, just say, let's look at this a different way. Maybe here's a way we could do this, or there are other options. Elaine and I talk a lot about people, and well, I meant as a society, all of us. What I remind her all the time is when she has a great idea, there's 150 people here that all have a great idea, a different idea. It doesn't make anybody's right or wrong or better or worse. It's just an idea, right? They all work, just different ways of doing things. So don't tell someone no or I can't. Try to give them another alternative. And then last, I'm keeping this short, I really am. Last for me is humor. We all have to help each other laugh every day. It's the only way to get through this craziness. So laugh.
All right.
Spiritual life